Good evening, Speed Gaming 2, and welcome to a Super Metroid Randomizer League Week 5 match. This is Unretired Rando streamers represented by Ami versus Cutie's coaches represented by French Lightning John. I'm Crazy Gamer on comms, being joined alongside Plumps. Plumps, how you doing?
Doing well.
Excellent, excellent. So I am not in the Norfair division, but you are. So I'm sure you have a little bit more of a investment in this than I. But this is gonna be a good match, I think.
Yeah, I may be hoping for one runner to win this one, but I think objectively, I know French Lightning John is a veteran. He's been around for a really long time with the Rando League. Ami is relatively newer, but I mean I've done practice runs with him, and I think he's actually very skilled. So I think it can go either way, just depending on how the seed goes.
Absolutely, and it's randomizer, so you're not out of it as long as you make the right decisions. You've got a chance at it. So we're starting off, and I should probably mention that this week's settings is Chozo for the item randomization and full boss shuffle and vanilla map.
Yeah, I think what I've seen from these Chozo seeds is a lot of them can be just very linear and basic, but when the seed actually throws a curveball, the runners often might be gonna have to figure out something interesting from that.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. Because with Chozo, like you know what the Chozo statues are, you don't have to worry about like E tanks in the pool. So it can get pretty linear once you find both of the suits. And in Chozo, the morph ball has to be vanilla, and then we'll see what is in the Alpha Missiles location, and we'll probably check a couple of minor items while we're here too, because you definitely want to pick up enough of those.
Yeah, so the way Chozo works is the game allows you can defeat the beat the whole game just by collecting items on Chozo statues, but it's often good to check this right side to find, yeah, exactly, super missiles in the ceiling, because those are what's called out of logic and can possibly be a shortcut instead of having to look for wherever Chozo missiles intended are.
Yep, yep. And just in case you don't find charge, you'll want enough ammo to defeat Mother Brain as well. Now, interesting, without power bombs, you can't even check the minor item that is to the left of Morph Ball, so both of our runners are going to have to go up. And that's an interesting point in chat. Screw Attack does put the gauntlet item in logic, so that's, doing it on no tanks obviously hurts, and it's not a lot of margin for error, but it is definitely possible.
Yeah, what's interesting is that since again the Chozo logic right now, you only actually have the screw attack. That means that the gauntlet item has to be some type of explosive, like a or some type of ammo. So if either player wants to gamble on, okay, if it's just missiles or supers, I don't really need that, they might actually just skip the check. But it is possible for it to be power bombs though, and for 230 to be a missile.
Right, we still have Bomb Chorizo though, so that's one other Chozo statue that's in logic.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I'm wondering, is just Screw Attack enough to get to Bryn Reserve as well? I guess not in logic because we are missing logical supers or missile.
And weight beaming found at BT is pretty nice pickup early. It helps her damage. You don't have to do blue gate, first blue gates anymore.
Right. So If our runners know the logic, I think they could intuit that there has to be a logical missile or super missile up at Gauntlet.
Yeah, so it looks like John is gonna go for that gauntlet play at least.
Yeah, and even if it's just a missile or a super missile, there's still two other minor items in the back, and it could be an energy tank, and that could be pretty worth. It looks like Ami's going to make the same play. And just like that, Gauntlet can just get you.
Yeah, it's even with Screw Attack, it's just you drop into ass for a second and you're gonna lose a lot of health.
Yep. Power suit, no tanks. That can absolutely happen.
And okay, it's supers.
As we kind of expected.
Yeah, it's a little annoying because that means they're not gonna have 230 axis, which could be something. And John's actually just gonna reset out of that, which I mean, it's only supers, but I mean, who knows? Those might make a difference for ammo. Oh, I mean, oh, I fell into the
That's
acid
fine.
there.
That's fine.
Yeah,
You know it's supers. You can just.
yeah. It's a little unfortunate he died at the very end, so he's not gonna have that extra pack. But yeah, there's no way he just goes up again just for one pack.
See? There's the replacement right there. Easy. Ironically, they can't even check back of Gauntlet because no power bombs. I do like this on Ami's side. It doesn't want to waste any of the supers on the pirates. Might as well put that screw attack to use.
Yeah, I would have liked for him to open the Turian door though.
Yeah, same.
So the big question is just going to be where are those first power bombs? Because if the C decides to be rude and not give you any out of logic power bombs and put the first PBs in a bad spot, this could be a pretty long early game.
We don't find our logical power bombs, but we do find our first logical E tank, and
Oh, nice. Yep.
there's some power bombs.
That's definitely a big relief for both runners.
Yep, they can do a little bit more now. They probably won't go to Edicoons, or if they do, it's just the first two items and not the power bomb item. But they'll probably just go to Big Pink and explore the two Chozos that are there.
Yeah, it would have been rough if the power bombs were still not available, just because both Chozo statues and Big Pink do require some type of either bombs or power bombs. Unless you want to gamble on Spore Spawn. And John is going down Edicoons, which is a little surprising.
I guess he just wants more ammo.
Energy can also be a little bit troll depending on how it wants to place the out of logic E-tanks. And I've learned the hard way that it could go either way on either too few E-tanks or way too many E-tanks.
And John is actually gonna go for the third minor item that's in Edekun's. This is a little surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, this one is a much bigger time sink. So Ami's actually gained some a solid lead here, just from these extra checks by John.
All right, let's see what's at Spore Spawn Supers. Nice. We like it.
Nice. That's a great movement item to have early, especially with the screw attack. That's going to make lower Norfair very trivial.
Still
Also
missing,
opens up the X-ray check.
yep, we're still missing a couple of suits for Lower Norfair, but good to have the space jump for it. And obviously good to have space jump before gravity. I'm sorry, before X-ray. That's always a check you don't want to have to do the damage boots, but especially if you can't do it and your opponent can. So it's good to have space jump for that. That's a good one too.
Yeah, another, not a suit, but one of the best items to find early in the plasma beam.
Yeah,
No
so,
charge is, we'll see where charge ends up being, but again, they have no issues with dealing with regular enemies now.
yeah, that's just gonna tear through them.
See, being very generous with supers too.
Yep, we've already got our Ridley ammo. Alright, so you supposing Ami's gonna go up or down?
Yeah, I'm. X-ray is closer, but most people route the Alpha PB location first, and that's what it looks like he's doing.
Yeah,
Probably going Alpha and then turning around, and going X-ray on the way down.
so that is a play, but it's got space jump, so wreck ship is right there too.
Yeah, I mean, Wreck Ship is a lot weaker in terms of like the times that you need to go there, just because if it's boss shuffle, like first of all, if it's Ridley or Dragon, that's just going to be a reset, and if it's Kraid, then sure it can defeat him, but he only is guarding one item. Oh, and there are the intended power bombs. Okay,
Okay.
Alpha PB.
Well, that now puts X-ray in logic, because now you can actually open that door. Logically, anyway. So, if the runners are paying attention to the logic, that will probably tell them to go down. Ami's gonna go up though. I like the save here. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
You do if he's intending to go up to the wreck ship, you check the wreck ship, you check the boss. If it's one of the two that you can't do, you reset back here and you're in a better position to go down.
Oh, he's turning around. I was gonna mention though that he only had 5 missiles, so Fantoon was not gonna be very fun either.
That would not be a fun fight.
Oh, but John is gonna go up.
All right, I like the divergence. I like.
Yeah,
All right, Ami.
yeah. Regardless of
No.
who this oh, skipping X-ray, probably.
All right,
That's I don't know about that one.
It is very easy to just forget you can do it, especially when you get the tools for it early. So, something we've all done, but
Please, please, no.
we'll see if we'll see if that comes back to bite them. You may want to check, I guess, maybe Spazer first. We'll see if he goes back for it.
Yeah. Also, it is a thing. I've seen it multiple times in the last few weeks. Oh, nice Varia suit though.
It is a nice Varia suit, but that's going
Yeah.
to take him away from X-Ray. So there's still a lot of bad majors left. So this might be an okay skip, but we'll see.
Yeah, chat mentioning that if you have the screw attack, it's sometimes easy to forget that you also have space jump just because of the same animation. No, it's without a doubt. It's definitely just for getting X-ray. If you have both screw attack and space jump, there's like literally zero danger there. And let's see
Yeah,
what John finds at a wreck ship.
and also if
Oh,
yeah,
it is vanilla.
uh-oh. Okay. John's gonna be down here for a little longer, and we'll
I mean,
see if this pays out.
this could absolutely be imported if it's a required item here, like gravity suit or even high jump possibly.
Yep, but Ami also has access to everything in Upper Norfair, so that includes ice, which we're about to see. We're gonna and speed booster and wave beam. So the answer could be literally anywhere.
Oh, we
Oh,
find. Oh wow. Okay.
Ami is in
Uh-oh.
really good shape here.
Okay, well, John, I guess it's charge beam now
Yeah,
that John's hoping to find.
he's looking for charge, ice, speed, high jump, but there's a lot of misses still in the pool. So that is Ami's
Yeah,
in real good shape here.
yeah, this is especially bad because if ship is just nothing whatsoever, John's has access to it. So, at a minute, actually, I feel like you probably will check all three items just because the suits won't be there. You won't find either in the first two items. I think logically, the only things, yeah, that can be required are maybe or charge, but you don't actually need charge to complete the game, or possibly an ice speed if Dragon's vanilla. That's what the seed might want you to do with a wreck ship.
Yep. So let's see what's right side supers. It is an E tank. Yep, that's considering all the goods we've seen so far. That's a predictable miss right there.
And already at 45 supers, like this is getting pretty close to just ammo mode too.
Yeah.
Like this
Um,
early in the seed, you're more than happy to have that many supers.
mhm. And if you're Ami right now, you're probably thinking about what the go mode looks like, and it's like obviously ammo, sure, but still needs an ice or a speed. So he's still going to be looking for items, but he is in really good shape.
Yeah, like there's two major locations like that are very easy. Like he doesn't even have to check this right now. He could just go straight down to Lower Norfair. But yeah, there's two items in Bald Mountain and a really dense was it Norfair Reserve that has three minor locations that could be well tanks because he actually is not in go mode quite yet with the E tanks.
Yeah. So you're still missing tanks. You're missing a way to get to Dragon, assuming Dragon's vanilla.
And there's charge for John, so that's a really great pickup. But we'll see how much it actually does matter since yeah, Ami's probably not getting. He's probably going ammo mode. But again, like I said, we'll see how long it actually takes him to find enough ammo since he's already at 45 supers.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Ami just skips all of Wreck Ship, just does this last.
And it looks like John will commit to the attic, which, again, yeah, even though charge is a huge pickup, it's totally understandable that the real payoff is just if there's a suit up here. Otherwise, this play is very rarely gonna work out.
Whoops. That's the beam you don't want.
Oh, face planted that one.
We'll wait for the pause menu of shame at some point. Now, oh wait, that's right. This is Chozo, so you don't care what the wreck ship reserve item is because it's not going to be a important one. All right, Ami's going to check wave, and that's the last major that is in Warfare. I am, of course, excluding Croc because I've got area rando on my mind, even though this is not area rando.
Yeah, one quirk about Chozo is logically it gates bosses behind. Oh, John checking the gravity location first. Interesting. Now he remembers that this is the actual item. Um, so the Chozo logic will put charge before several boss locations is required. Oh, that's a nice high jump. I mean, it's a good item. It's not going to unfortunately be required for the seed, but good pickups that will save him time.
And he's going to get Varia before he gets to lower Norfair, so Lava Dive is not really something that's going to matter.
But basically, if Crocomire or Bot Wound or
I did not
required.
I did not know those were bomb blocks in that room there.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that either. So I love learning new things randomly every race.
This game is like 25 years old or something, and sometimes you just sometimes you just learn a new thing.
Yeah, I would be shocked that Ami goes to Croc. I mean, maybe he checks Screw Attack for something. There are a couple more items he would like, but definitely Croc not worth it since you cannot logically have charge at grapple.
Ami showing us the lava dive, even though he has Varia, gravity, and space jump.
Yeah, that's kind of an indication that I don't think he's remembering space jump right now.
I mean, that was a perfect execution. Like, if you didn't have space jump, like, yes, 100%, like, thumbs up, you got it. Sure.
Oh, okay, he's using it now.
Was he just showing off? Is that what's
happening? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I respect it. If you nail the trick, then no shame at all. Oh, he is going left. That's it looks like a screw attack check.
On the first try.
Yeah.
Ami just tearing it up right now.
And we're gonna see this X-ray check too, by the way, because this was skipped by Ami. It's just an E-tank.
Bombs? Alright.
Yeah, not really wanted this late stage, but I mean it is an item. Thinking Ami would have liked an E-tank there.
Yeah. I'm sure he was looking for something like high jump or charge or speed. Or ice. So Ami's worst room in the game is going to be a very easy room in the game. Screw attack, space jump. It's going to be... Well, I was going to say simple, and then... Alright, there we go. It's like, did you forget space jump again? No, he's fine.
Yeah, I know, what is it, Android Dreams loves calling it, I believe, Pee-wee Hut Jr. Definitely really nice when you have the combo of both those items and not technically even have to deal with those pirates. Oh, Weenie Hut Jr. Okay, got it. Which I totally forgot what that's referencing. I mean, makes sense. Okay, I did not have cable, so fortunately no SpongeBob for me growing up. And John also checking crate location too.
As well, you're here.
Yeah, there's kind of a debate on whether it's worth going here. Since depending on the boss, you might just have to reset, or it's a boss that you're not even getting an item from.
At that point,
We
like,
yeah.
why check anything? Like,
Yeah, we do know about his ammo's good. He has Ridley and Dragon down for sure. I'm not positive what his plans are. Or sorry, Ridley and Kraid, but I'm not sure what his plans are for Dragon, if it's Dragon. And it looks like that was an E-Tank at Carbon's a shame, so that's great pickup for
all
Ami
right.
there. Oh,
So
Vanilla Kraid, too.
so we know that Dragon and Ridley are swapped.
Yeah. And, I mean, the items are great for Ami, but I think he's definitely happier to see Dragon down here compared to Ridley, because that's going to open up the reverse or the CAC alleyway, so he doesn't need ice or speed for bot wound fight.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's actually officially ammo mode for Ami now, with that knowledge of the Dragon down here.
Yep. Well, John's gonna have a microwave available to him if he gets to Dragon and, well, maybe even bot. We'll see if he routes that.
Yeah, as of now, the route is much better for saving time for Ami, but John did pick up some good items, and charge beam definitely matters. So, I mean, this is for sure going to be a close one. It's just going to all come down to the execution down the line. And see, yeah, unfortunately, missing a quick kill there is not going to go for it. It's going to just be released. And going for the right side, which is definitely a lot harder than the left side. But yeah, if you stand too far, Dragon doesn't even attempt to grab you.
Might just be going just for straight ammo at this point.
Yeah, this is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, he might have energy in mind, and he probably doesn't want to do the mind.
Okay, there. Nice right side kill.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
that is
surprised if he tried to plan that, where he softened up Dragon with ammo before doing that because of energy. But yeah, good fight for Ami, and that's our second logical super.
I mean, definitely something Ami's happy to see, because, well, I mean, of course, charge is best, but we know where charge is, and he's most likely going to be on the ammo hunt. And John does have his gravity suit too, so I mean, he's probably just booking it all the way to Ridley's location where we just saw Ami right now. I don't even know if he checks Bubble Mountain. High jump's not bad. It's pretty fast in his 3 items here, but yeah.
He has to go to Bubble Mountain in order to get there because he doesn't have. I guess he can take the wave gate that usually goes to Croc and then just space jump across. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, John sadly saying no to that spring ball, which, I mean, I can respect. It's just, it's so less useful in Chozo, because suitless is never a thing, and he has his gravity suit now anyway, so it's not going to need a spring ball for like any reason whatsoever.
But it's the best
Sure, well
item in the game.
Best item if you're a spectator. Now that I've joined the league myself, I've seen the ways of saying no to X-ray and spring ball.
Nope, don't want to pick that one up.
It's a little interesting. I mean, if you're this close to, like, again, you're pretty much in go mode. It's not the worst idea to pick up an extra R tank and have it when you refill the ship. There's a missile.
You probably want an E tank in this spot.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, who knows? What if the tanks are just buried all in the ship or something?
John's gonna make his way to screw attack.
Ami actually gonna skip the reserve location, which, as I mentioned, it is 3 items there. But I guess when you're still only one boss down, he's thinking, let's just maybe see if charge is available for committing. Also, John did invest the time for screw attack as well, which that's a little surprising just because he has both Fantoon and Courier down, so like you should know that Dragon is down here and that he doesn't need Ice or Speed.
Was he just maybe looking for ice?
A variety of things, but I think it's possible, chat pointing out that he just not thinking about boss rando, like that he needs Ice or Speed for bot wound.
I mean, maybe not even needing ice for Bot Wound, maybe just ice for the Metroids and Torian.
Not really an issue when he has that much ammo and a super strong beam. Like, worst case, he just uses ammo and Zebs.
Right, so Ami is not saving, and what's his boss knowledge? Like he's only seen Dragon, right?
Yeah, he didn't check this. Maybe he takes the energy refill just for safety. Yeah, it looks like he will. Shout outs to the
sure,
great energy fill.
but even like 2+2 is still like a Ridley fight can go wrong at 2+2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, screw attack helps a lot. Oh, it looks like he will farm more. I can respect this play. Because this crate drops 4 supers instantly, and then you just wait for the 5th one. But yeah, with 42 supers, this should be pretty safe. Or 41 now with the eye door. But as we know, it's just Vanilla Crate himself. So, no stress whatsoever.
Got 2 bosses.
Yeah, great setup with the 2 missile, 3 super. And nails the quick kill.
Ami is just doing really well here. Like, he's hitting.
You thought about it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, maybe I can use it on Fantoon?
Yeah, he's got
Actually,
Fantoon left. Yeah.
While Sean is showing off that microwave on Dragon. Very, very fast kill there.
Yep. So they traded some time. John getting the Dragon kill with the grapple beam, and Ami getting the crate quick kill that John did not get. Right, so John just has Ridley left in Meridia. Ami's got a vanilla Fantoon plus Ridley and Meridia. So
Yeah, I mean, it's still really close. It's just gonna come down to how convenient is the ammo pickups for Ami, and also good for Ami remembering this back doorway to Dragon, or Dragon's location, which we know has Ridley.
yeah, John just skipped right over Frank missile, so he might be done checking items.
Yeah, he should know that. I mean, it's go mode for him, so there's nothing he needs to check now, and his items are more than good enough. No, John, why are you going to
Oh,
wave?
just kidding.
John.
See, look at all that time that Spring Ball's just saved. So many seconds.
I mean, and this matters a lot. Like, John needs to. I mean, he has a boss lead technically, but Ami's just way ahead in getting to this Meridia boss here. So I think it just has to be just him not realizing the bot moon skip. And fortunately for Ami, only finding missiles, but I mean it is better than nothing. That puts him at 30-50.
It's better than
yeah.
a power bomb, better than a tank. So yeah.
Although I mean I don't know how he feels about the tanks either, since he's only on 2 actually tanks. But goes right into the Ridley fight. This is not trivial, but with plenty of supers and the screw attack to mitigate damage, should be fine as long as he manipulates these patterns well. Yep, gets the left side pogo. This could be trouble for John if John even goes all the way to Croc.
That would be a check that Ami did not do at all. Ooh.
I mean, Croc is super slow. And it really should be dead. He's just being a little finicky with the grab.
Yep. So Croc himself isn't terrible because Charge Plasma just ends that fight quickly, but just the rest of it is just going to be a little bit. Oh boy.
Yeah, the fact that it's only one item. Oh, speed booster too. It's making movement even easier for Ami.
Everything is just falling in his lap.
Waiting for Croc to finish and then having to run all the way to grapple just for one location. And actually, I mean, this is looking nice for Ami in the sense of, since he has to route to wreck ship first, he'll probably end up just skipping checks, or we'll see. I'm not sure. We'll see what he decides to check on the way there. But wreck ship obviously has a lot of item locations. They're not particularly fast. But okay, yeah, you might be taking Forgotten Highway, actually.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, he won't be able to collect charge yet until he defeats Fantoon. But
and at that point, he's not doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, at worst case, he might like Fantoon and just check the items anyway and find charge. But this is such a really bad time sink for John. Just having to go all the way. He still needs to go one more room till he finds grapple or the grapple location. I'm just hoping it is ice or it's just something for his sake.
John's gonna check this and it's gonna be something trash like the logical reserve. Nope, it's a missile.
It's the missile. Oh no. Sean, he didn't pick up the grapple beam either. Maybe that's a good thing. No, it's not.
Interesting. Ami's checking plasma.
Yeah, it is here in terms of the location, so it's not that bad of a check. I mean, and this could be Ice Beam for Ami.
Yeah, if it's ice, that's good.
Oh, it's the other missile.
It's the
Okay.
other logical missile. Sick.
I'm not even surprised we saw that. That was justice right there. Yeah, and with that, I believe it is Shaq Tool holding the goods with that Ice Beam. I mean, I mentioned Shaq. John might be actually going all the way back for grapple, and thinking, "Oh my gosh, Shaq Tool has my progression."
Oh, we're gonna see the highway.
Yeah, I still never know exactly what's faster, highway and or the normal way, just depending on your item loadout or whether you can grab the Wreck Ship E item. But I mean, I just consider it a wash. Just know that highway is normally like a little slower, but not a big deal. Yeah, John is actually going all the way back here. This is this reminds me of my week 2 race where I skipped grapple at this exact location, and it was like a 50-50 for Varia to be at Shaq Tool, and I was so worried.
Yeah, my thoughts on Forgotten Highway is that it's there. If you're going in that direction, take it, but otherwise, it's like supposedly going the other way, like to Mount Everest, is faster. But to me, it's if you're going in that direction, just keep going in that direction. See, it's inertia. You just keep going. You don't. It's more effort to turn around.
Yeah, no high jump makes these jumps kind of annoying. It's just a weird quirk of how the speed booster jumps or the jumps work if you don't have high jump and then you have speed booster. No, you can't grab the side of him yet. There's unfortunately this is a Varia tweak only, which is not okay. Yeah, he turned around now. Good. That's only for very specific things like random start, where you can collect that item before Phantoon death.
I was gonna say if you enter the room, I was just keep going. Like at that point, you've already invested whatever. What's another 7 or 8 seconds? But good on him for remembering that. Can't get the item. He's gonna check Spooky, which you might as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Still needs 2 supers, so if he wants to go back to Gauntlet for the one that he left behind, he can.
I mean, the fact that he checked plasma means I imagine he actually goes to the Wreck Ship E. And John remembers the shortcut, which is really tragic. I mean, at least he did not go to Shaq Tool. But that's gotta hurt for John regardless. I mean, it is a big time save. Like it's definitely not over. Bommy's certainly in the driver's seat with the amount of time John just spent looking for progression that he didn't need.
So John's gonna have 24 supers going into this, but he'll have Charge Wave Plasma.
Yeah, I mean, I know most of the time I just like to use charge shots for the first half if I have a strong charge shot, and then save 15 supers for the second half. And Ami is okay. That's just one more round for sure. Fanto is very red. This is like just one super actually for death.
Yeah, this is just slightly nudge, and it'll go down. And we've got 2 bosses going down at the same time, and that is all of the bosses for both runners. So Ami needs another 2 supers before he can get to Torian. While John is okay, but he's got a longer trip to get there. That's the ammo you didn't want to see. Picks it up anyway. Just in case things go wrong in the Metroids.
And John also remembering to bypass spot wound again on the way out. Yeah, he definitely would like an extra E-tank here. Only at 2 so far.
Yep, the game's still completable because the reserve tanks will kick in at the Rainbow Beam, but it's just good to have the third tank anyway. Now, let's see if Ami goes to Wreck Ship E. If he does, he'll get charged and he'll be in go mode. He's gonna take a save. No, he's gonna go
Oh,
up.
he's not going. Yeah, and this is actually I did underestimated the routing on how fast it was from Meridia. Oh, this is not good for Ami. Going all the way up into the attic is really slow.
So I kind of see the logic here. The only remaining major that you care about is charge, and there's more misses than there is charge. So Wreck Ship E is not a great play unless charge happens to be there, which we know it is. So
Yeah,
finding 2 supers here and in the maze is like here we are, is a more sure thing than banking on charge being at Wreck Ship E.
yeah, it's just a little weird to see the plasma check, but not the Rexhapi check. And
Yeah,
there's
agreed.
what do we have at 45-55. Still needs another super pack.
Which, granted, he knows where one is.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you want to commit the
No,
bowling here.
yeah, don't go to bowling. You're just
Has he
get the
checked
super.
Ocean? I don't know if he checked Ocean. I don't remember.
No, he didn't because he came from the other side.
Yeah, this actually has let John regain the lead. It really does show how quickly leads can change just with just a couple of like minor decisions, a couple minor item locations.
Yeah. I- is Ami done checking things? Because you would want to refill after going to Gauntlet if that was your play, because now you just have to refill again. Or save again.
Gone with some very nice Metroid rooms so far. Definitely something I need to learn. Yeah, just laying power onto the right spot allows all the Metroids to group, so you can get a faster kill, use less power bombs.
You know what the other thing is that nerves can definitely.
Oh wait, he knew
play.
that he had a
Yeah.
super here. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is good. Yeah, makes sense.
It's going to continue through, which gives you another 2 miners that he doesn't know what they are, because through here. So if it's more supers, great. But yeah, the point I was going to say was he's probably looking at the race room. Oh, it's 2 energy tanks.
Yeah.
He's probably looking at the race room and he's seeing that John isn't done yet. And if you're going up against somebody that's like really good, you're like, uh-oh, like I can't like screw this up. Like it can get to you. John with a good baby skip, it looks like.
Yeah, nice. And he has a luxury of, but probably possibly get the Zeb skip or speed Zeb skip, but doesn't have to absolutely commit to it. And yep, here comes the attempt. He's gonna try it at least once. Definitely at least once through the door is worth. I don't know about going back around if you don't get it, but he does get it.
Problem.
Very nice by John.
So John's going to enter the second stage of Mother Brain 2, just going to fire enough supers so that you have 15 left and wait until the catch-up phase and then fire the rest of the supers.
And I'm actually having 25 power bombs and notice, so not even going to be remotely any issues, at least with Metroid kills.
Yeah, it just takes extra time because power bomb animation, but
yeah, and there's MV2 down now for John.
Ami's damaging down. Not going to go for the baby skip.
Yeah, no high jump. Again, not something I really know the setup for, but it's just so much harder than with high jump. I'm forgetting the face right though. Rest in peace, 40 frames. Yeah, it looks like Ami is probably going to open all the doors for safety, and has that reserve tank at least, in the off chance that he actually gets hit. And now he's going to go back to refill missiles. We'll still need the speed Zeb skip if he doesn't want to have to refill again on the Zebs. But I do know that he can speed Zeb skip. John, meanwhile, has taken down MB3, and it is just escape left for him.
So turns off space jump. I'm sorry, turns off screw attack and spring ball. So I understand why screw attack because that does mess up a Zeb skip, but why spring ball?
I cannot answer that question. It might be a preference thing.
I see.
I mean, here we go with the setup. Yeah, I don't think he had it. Yeah, through the tour. John doing right side spark up climb. Oh, there we go. That looks good.
Well
Yeah,
done,
and he's
Ami.
through. Yeah, double speed zep skips today. And unfortunately, again, with the ammo mode, is going to have to be careful not to miss too much here. 50-60 is a pretty good amount, but not guaranteed. And John, meanwhile, has GG'd. He's going to finish in first place with an official time of 55 minutes and 18 seconds. So a GG to French Lightning John and Cutie's coaches. And I mean, it's a much needed win for their team. This is a Norfair Division team matchup, and besides the top two teams, there was like a three-way tie for third. So this putting Cutie's coaches in third gives them a much better shot of securing a playoff spot. Yeah, I'm taking a catch up, but I believe he was totally fine with ammo. Yeah, Mother Brain 2 is done. And we're now joined by our winner, French Lightning John. GG's, and just, well, first thoughts. I'll just, what do you think?
I was very stupid in that seed. that was my first thought. I did so much mistake. I think of some stuff when I showed it not was when it was Shozo. I focused too much on butt wound, how to cross it when I killed Draco, which I didn't need it. I made a lot of dumb decisions, to be honest.
Yeah, I
That's my
saw
first
a
thought.
lot of a chat by your teammates, but I'm just happy that at the last minute you realized it and you didn't go to Shack Tool, because I think we did deduce a Shack Tool at Ice, so that could have been the difference in the race. The time
Yeah,
going to Shack Tool.
I remember about Dragon when I was in West Sun Pit, so was really close to forget about that. Otherwise, I was surprised that both Kraid and Fenton was vanilla.
Yeah, so what was interesting was that there was a major divergence in you actually committed to checking the ship, and especially since it was vanilla Fantoon, and Ami ended up just going down and just going ammo mode. So while the routing was better for him, he also was just a little short of the ammo he needed. So I think the time and some of those extra checks kind of balanced out the some of the extra checks you did and allowed you to kind of retake the lead entering Turian.
Hmm.
So honestly, pretty interesting because I felt like both of you were ahead at just different points of the race. So it was pretty back and forth. Just we couldn't know for sure until the two of you converged again.
I think you did as much mistake as me when it comes to check then, because I was like, there's only two choices for me to win. Either my movement's so much better than him, or he did as much decision mistake as I did.
Yeah, just because he went down, I know that two of you. Well, you checked Bob Mountain, but he also checked Bob Mountain before Lower Norfair, and he checked Screw Attack as well. I think the only thing that you didn't do was Crocomire, the one check that you made.
I see. Anyway, Crocomire has nothing good.
And yeah, chat for reminding us. We didn't remember 230. That's a good point. I forgot 230 existed
I did
too.
forget.
Yeah.
I did forget 230 when I went down Red Tower. But once I was in the other tower, I was like, oh, 230. I was like, nah, it's too late. I did my decision to go down. I'm going to just continue.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. It does take quite a distance if you're already starting down to go down.
Also, I was kind of proud of doing all of Rick shit because when I found Alex Nabu, I was pretty happy because if I found Alex pretty early, something like that, will give me some advantage over on me because first of all, there's the lava dive and then suitless Marizia, but I don't think there's no suitless Marizia anyways because it shows also. But there's the lava dive. So and then when I found Grafty, I kind of been sad because all that advantage of getting iGen boot there was kind of eliminated after that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ami is going to also finish in second place with official time of 1 hour and 6 minutes. And I believe he has also agreed to an interview. He should be joining us shortly. But yeah, with that high jump, I mean, I don't remember the exact time it takes to check medic, but I agree that going up there was a good call just because it's already a time sink for you to be in the ship, and while charge is great, it's not a required item. So most of the time, it feels like you need a suit for it to like be really worth.
Yeah, if suit was way later, like in Low Warfare, then it was the items you needed to for logic to continue, but Gravity Suit was before Low Warfare, so.
Yeah, it turns out that I guess it was the charge beam that just aided Ridley, since Ridley was the last fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're joined by Ami. GG to you. This was to both of you. This was pretty back and forth. This would be definitely an interesting watch back. So like,
Yeah,
what did you think about it, Ami?
We have some audio issues there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't see the mic moving right now.
Yeah, it's not lighting up.
Yeah.
It's maybe just an audio input kind of thing. Yeah, it was a very well run race on both sides. Just both of you just executing really well. It just came down to an ammo hunt on Omni's side, and just that is sometimes how it goes.
Yeah, I think that charge beam was very helpful for me in that race.
Yeah, because at the time you were probably looking for suits, so you just
Yeah.
happened upon charge, and it's like, okay, cool, but you didn't find anything else that was really necessary in the wreck ship. So I'm sure, like, what were you feeling when you went down and then you just like came across both suits? It's like, oops, that's something.
Yeah, like I said, I feel bad because it eliminated all the advantage of having found item boots in bowling. Because I was hoping that Gravity Suit will be in Lower Warfare, so with item boots doing the lava dive and then continuing. So.
Oh,
I
hello.
because personally, me, I don't know for me, but me, I can't really do consistently the I jump with less lava dive.
Mhm.
So if Omni also can, that means I had a good advantage right there.
Yeah, Ami, I did hear you just now. I think you mic should be on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I played with the settings. Yeah, I assumed that John did the same kind of thing as me and just executed way better. And the suits were just right there, in the middle of the map. So I figured, I I would just get smoked over time through the whole time. But it sounds like he went up and did wreck ship, so that's got to be interesting.
I mean, there are a couple of things that were kind of interesting to see. Was just at first I thought the ammo was fine, as in like just because you had so many supers early. But I think I guess toward the end, a lot of those checks end up being slow, and just like the supers kind of died out. And then the second thing that was, I guess, just tragic for like watching from Ami's perspective is the actual charge beam location, because you were that close to it, and even though it probably would have changed the outcome of the race, it definitely would have made it closer.
Yeah, that whole Novaria tweaks kind of.
Yeah, that. Oh man, yeah. If you could get that item right away into the ship, that would have been, yeah, even better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Ami, like as you said, you thought that that John was like way ahead of you, thinking that he took the same route as you, but like you're getting towards the end of the game and you see that he hasn't finished yet. So like what are you thinking as you're making your way out of like Fantoon and you're heading down to Turian?
I mean, Torian's another 7-8 minutes, so I figured I'd just be halfway through or at Mother Brain 1 or something. I didn't think it was going to be 10 minutes ahead, but yeah, it seemed like a fast kind of thing, except for charge location. Yeah, and I didn't have to do any lava. It was just gravity jump, lava dive. So that wasn't.
Yeah, I was a little worried for a second about like, is this another person who's not using space jump? But I respect you showed off the gravity jump perfectly first try.
Oh yeah, I went on and off of forgetting about space jump. So that guilty as charged.
I do want to ask too about the X-ray as well. Like, I don't know if you ever were thinking about that location. Like, it was nothing. It was just a tank. But did it ever come to mind about like, something could be an X-ray?
Yeah, I mean, I considered doing the early and trying to die a few times to that, but then I just decided not to, and I saw that Varia was at Spazer, and so I forgot about it after that. I wasn't interested in going back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
I
that
think
worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the difference of the route was, but it's fun.
It was pretty different. Definitely watch it back.
I think I will watch it back, but I will cringe with my decision. But
You
watching it back.
have to watch it back with the chat. Just watch what your teammates are saying. That's what I would recommend.
I'm pretty sure they're cringing and they're yelling after me.
Yeah, there might have been a few people just saying John.
I would not be surprised at all.
So yeah, any thoughts about Crazy Gamer and I have mentioned it, but any thoughts about like the division and your final races and making playoffs? Because this is like a really important win for you guys, Cutie's coach in particular, just because there's a big tie for third place, and at least this will give you some breathing room in securing like either that third or fourth spot. It's like, what do you think about your chances in, I guess, your upcoming matches for both of you?
I'm like, I will after doing this right. I will need to do a ton of practice for sure to get into the mindset, the correct mindset for the correct seed and the category we're doing for the randomizer. After just doing this, even if it's more or less as sure, I'm still in the mindset that I will need to practice to more secure our position.
Yeah, I don't know if which weeks you're playing, or both of you are playing in last two, but we have Dash, which is again very vanilla, but or Dash Recall, but there's a lot of changes that they've implemented
Hmm.
to spice up the items in the game. And then you have like Chaos with the full area, full item and boss shuffle. So it's gonna be major whiplash having to deal with those two modes. And I know for Cutie's coaches, you guys are facing Chicago Bullies, who are one of the two undefeated teams next week, actually. So, I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you're already planning for that.
Yeah, well, we always prepare for everything. At least we try.
Yeah, I haven't even looked what the next matchups are, but
I think it's where, oh yeah, like the two teams, Unretired Random Streamers and Cutie's coaches, they both have the undefeated teams because Unretired Random Streamers play A team next week for Dash.
great.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, sure. I haven't played a single Dash Seed yet, so you guys might cut me from that that matchup. But yeah, it's just kind of just new thing all of a sudden, and I'm just not. Yeah,
I mean, I'm just
I don't-
glad there's no boss shuffle or any shenanigans, area shuffle like that.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle enough trying to wrap my head around the modes as it is, and then there's a new one, so we'll see what happens there. But it seems pretty cool. But it's new for everybody, so
Yeah, any or Crazy Gamer, anything else that you have to say, and you want to wrap up the shoutouts?
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. So thank you both to the runners, GG's. Thank you all for watching. If you want to follow the runners, you should go ahead and do that. And if you want to follow the crew, you can also do that as well. Coming up for Rando League, we have 610. We've got some races later on tonight, and we've got a full weekend ahead of us. So definitely check the schedule for that, and definitely don't want to miss it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next mission.
GG's later.
thanks everybody.